Hector.
Who flew that plane?
Where is your boss? The chief of police.
You passing through San Lucas? It can be quite dangerous. The cartels destroy everything.
There's another one of you hiding.
I have what you want.
You killed my brother-in-law, Hector. You make a deal, and I will spare you all.
And miss all the fun?
Okay, have it your way.
We need to secure the house.
Where are you from?
Ukraine. The man who raised me and taught me everything I know. A man you wouldn't want to cross.
There's nowhere to run.
You're a survivor.
You can't save this family. No matter how good you are, they will die sooner or later.
I don't even know your name.
Dominique.
Hello, everyone. My name is Heather Hurt with the NRW, where nerds rule the world, and I'm here with Oksana Orlan, the executive producer, co-writer, and actor who plays Dominique in the upcoming Lionsgate film. Dominique, how are you today?
You today. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate y'all's schedule and speaking with me today. This movie is in so many ways yours. You play the lead. You helped co-write it. So tell me, where did Dominique come from?
The idea of Dominique came together with Michael Ojeda a long time ago, not quite like about 6 years ago. And it was a bigger film. It required much bigger budget, more locations, and we realized that it probably will be too big right now for us to find finances and make it happen. So we decided, why don't we just think a bit smaller scale, taking place in one location, a house, make it a prequel for Dominique, and she's just a known lady. Sort of like it from old Western films, right? When this stranger arrives in this small village and everybody curious about who is this person. And so that's the idea of Dominique, and we're so lucky we make it happen with our Colombian partner.
Awesome. It's definitely an interesting film, and that's I just learned very shortly before this that it was supposed to be a prequel. So when you're talking about a prequel, some of those backstory, some of those memories that we get of Dominique, are we looking in hopefully in the future to see some of those broaden a little bit?
It's kind of this movie involves, people having so many good feedbacks that people asking, well, like you ask now, what about, her story, right? Like, yes, it's actually. It started to develop another prequel for prequel because Dominique is such an interesting character, and it tapped just a little bit into her world, which is we wanted. So to remain her being this mysterious sort of enigma in the film, and but her little bit backstory is that she's an assassin. She's actually a cold-blooded, murder that probably led a very lonely life, and she doesn't want to she doesn't like kids. She doesn't want to deal with any kids, and she probably didn't have a family. And then here, she meets this beautiful family who invites her having dinner, and then she meets the kids who are so curious about her. Oh my God, she's so tall, and who are you? So I love that arc behind her developing throughout the movie, that she starts that way, and then she bonds with little kids, and she bonds with the Maria, a pregnant lady. So I can't wait even shoot the next film, because I really love this character. I love how complicated she is, and you never know what she will, do next, and how she involves in the next film. I need to think. I'm thinking.
Wheels already going. Gotcha. So Dominique is, oh, go ahead. Go, sorry.
That the next film starts in a church when she's in disguise, and nobody should even know who she is. Like she's even acts a little bit different, and then at home she will act like Dominique. So that's kind of like
got it. Kind of shifting a little bit more like espionage in the next one. Dominique is far from your first action character. You've done this. You've done the action before. What makes her so different for you, though?
Well, from the beginning, she is anti-hero. She is straightforward anti-hero, and audience start liking her. Maybe they don't want to, but they kind of start liking her. Why? Because she start open up. And because of the kids start getting under her skin and start touching her heart, and she really doesn't want to do that. But so that's the difference, from other characters that I played. And she's more powerful. She's invincible. She can do anything she wants, and very well trained. That's big shoes to fill in, maybe.
You did it very well. So why Colombia? Why South America? When she came from so far away, not going to give away where she comes from, is that kind of as a spoiler, but why this location?
As far as filmmaking, we actually were trying different locations throughout the raising the money in the production, and we just happened to meet the Colombian partner Alvaro, and he's just an amazing producer in Colombia, and he loved the script, and he said, let's make it happen. And we are blessed because the Colombian people, just generally, as far as actors, like different story, but as far as like the way they're so professional and so skilled in as far as filmmaking world, they are working on a studio level, so we are able to bring a smaller budget film and be able to shoot and make it bigger budget because it was shot in Colombia. So that was the great blessings. But as far as actors, I probably just asking myself a question, because I really love that. Incredible actors, they're just so true to their heart. The way they act reminds me how I will act, just sort of processing through heart and spirit and delivering on camera. They're all naturally gifted, because it starts from the little kids to the older gentlemen we had. They're all the same, very spiritual, very trained. It's just incredible. It was a good match.
And you could really feel it. There was a naturalness, a nativeness to it, to the film. And speaking of that, it was very practical. This film was a very practical film. Lots of great imagery that was not, there wasn't a lot of like fake. It didn't feel fake like many action films do nowadays. Is that practicality something that you want in these films, not just now, but going forward?
Can you rephrase that question so I can answer?
Yeah, sure. It's so your effects, they were very practical, they were very real. Your actions were very real. It felt like a very real situation. Sometimes that's budget, of course, having big special effects can sometimes be budget based, but do you enjoy that very real feeling to your films and television series?
I love duality. I like a little bit of reality and a little bit of fiction. I think it's interesting to create the character, a situation, and make it in a little bit entertain audience, not necessarily make it as documentary. I think for me it's very interesting to play as an actress because she's a fictional character. She's almost unreal, right? But I like that. I like make that unreal aspect and through the acting make people believe that she is real.
Of course.
Guys, yes, she can, but that's also true. It's really good stunt choreography in this film. Everything what you're talking about is what question to Michael Hayda. He makes sure that whatever she does, it feels real in as far as action and fighting. It makes it, you will feel her punches. You will make sure that fight with 25 guys real, and it's possible to make it because that's probably what he was looking that aspect.
So my final question for you then is the love story. The love story was kind of an underlying part of this, but it's also an important part. She falls in love with this family. She falls in love. She kind of falls in love with this man. Did you mean to make that an integral part of the film, or did that just kind of happen naturally?
Integral meaning?
Meaning like it became like an important element of the film.
It's definitely the pivotal moment in this film because she wanted to disappear when she arrived in this country. She's running from her past. She's done with her past. She wants a new life and she wants to do anything. But that's why she's digging the guns. She's bearing the guns, right? And then it's just the fate, that she meets, this guy, and she just needs a place to stay, and he's kind of cute, it's kind of like, there is a chemistry, and why not? And Dominique is a sexual character. She's sort of like an almost animal, she's that's the way it was shot, that love scene. And yeah, that was extremely important part of this film, and Sebastian did an amazing job. He's an incredible actor. So because actually that of him, that scene works so well because of a chemistry of combination of those.
It was heat. Heat was a good word for that. It was very hot. Thank you so much for your time today, Oksana. Dominique releases in theaters, on demand, and on digital on October 11th. Thank you so much for your time today.
Nice, thank you.